of Ukraine, many have been left questioning which African nation has the strongest armed forces. In this video, I will bring you the top 10 strongest military in Africa. Coming in at number 10 is Libya. The population of Libya is 6,754,507 people. The country has a total of 30,000 military troops, all of whom are on active duty. 114 carriers, 17 fighter aircraft, 2 specialized attack jets, 4 transport jets, 62 training jets, 26 helicopter and 7 assault helicopter makes up its air force. 250 tanks, 450 armored vehicles, 50 self-propelled artillery, 100 towed artillery, and 55 rocket projectors are among the country land forces. There has not been peace and stability in the North African country since the ouster of Muammar Gaddafi. In 2022, Libya spent $3.5 billion on defense. Number 9 is the Democratic Republic of Congo. These people plenty shao. The DRC is home to Africa's second largest population at 86 million. With a defense budget of $162 million, the military force of Democratic Republic of Congo are Africa's 9th strongest and most formidable force. The Congo Armed Forces possesses 41 aircraft, 175 combat tanks, 20 naval assets, but no frigates, destroyer, convertee or submarine. It has 134,000 active personnel and no reserve personnel. The number 8 is Sudan. With a defense budget of $2.4 million, the Sudanese military force are the 8th strongest and most formidable military in Africa. There are 191 aircraft, 401 battle tanks, 18 naval assets in the Sudanese armed forces, but no frigates, destroyer, convertee or submarine. Most of the equipment is supplied from Russia and China as the country is under sanction from Western countries. It has a total of 189,000 people with 104,000 active duty and 85,000 reserve members. Coming in at number 7 is Morocco. With a defense budget of $3.4 billion, Dorime your money long, the Moroccan military is a huge, expensive and well-trained force with substantial counterintelligence, desert war and a combination of air-land operation expertise. The Moroccan Royal Air Force have 291 aircrafts, 1,109 battle tanks and 121 naval assets including 3 frigates and 4 convertees. The military personnel of the Moroccan military force numbers 346,000 with 196,000 active soldiers and 150,000 reserve personnel. Morocco military forces are known as the Royal Moroccan Armed Forces. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Royal Grand Army and Royal Guard makes up this group. Number 6 is Angola. With a population of 30,355,880 people. There are 107 military troops in the nation, all of whom are active. It has a powerful air force with 295 aircraft carriers, 72 fighter jets, 18 specialized attack jets, 47 trainer jets, 2 special mission jets, 126 helicopter and 15 attack helicopter, making it one of Africa's strongest. It has 379 tanks, 595 armored vehicles, 28 self-propelled artillery, 357 towed artillery, and 115 rocket projectors amongst its land forces. The naval forces of Angola have 37 patrol boats. The country's defense budget is estimated to be $7 billion. Because of Angola's government affiliation with Russia, the majority of their weapons come from Soviet Union, which they acquired in the 1980s during the widespread civil conflict that ravaged primary African countries and their neighbors. Number 5 is Ethiopia. When you talk about small body, big engine doing big things, then Ethiopia is your go-to guy. Despite being landlocked and not having the advantage of the top 3, Ethiopia is the only country without a maritime border in the top 5. Ethiopia has forced its resources on developing its army, air forces to an impressive degree. The GFP doesn't penalize landlocked countries for not having a naval force. This country has for years experienced internal conflicts. The need for a strong military has also been a necessity considering the threat of terrorist group Al-Shabaab. Ethiopia currently has an active force of 140,000 troops with nearly 2 million people reaching military age annually. It could be speculated that the country is now spending more money on its development scale as opposed to increasing its military might. Some of the equipment to be used by this massive force is as follows: 24 fighter aircrafts, 8 attack helicopter, 400 combat tanks, 114 armored fighting vehicles, 183 rocket projectors, projector, 67 self-propelled artillery, 650 toil artillery. Coming in at number 4 is Nigeria, which happens to be the most populated African country. The total number of military troops in this nation is believed to be around 120,000, with all of them serving full-time. Thus, there are no reserves. They have 129 aircraft carriers, 8 fighter jets, 13 dedicated attack jets, 21 transport jets, 47 training jets, 5 special purpose jets, 44 helicopters, 15 attack helicopters in their air force. It has 253 tanks, 1,789 armored vehicles, 25 self-propelled artillery, 339 towed artillery, 36 rocket launchers in its land force. It has 75 assets, 100 patrol boats, and 2 mine warfare ships in its naval. With a budgetary defense allocation of about $2.4 billion, Nigeria is arguably the most powerful military in West Africa. Number 3 is South Africa. South Africa is Africa's third most powerful country and can become a behemoth. The country has a population of 53,380,210 people. The available manpower is 47.4%. South Africa overall military personnel is projected to be at 81,000. There are just 66,300 active soldiers and 15,000 reserve personnel. When it concerns air power, South Africa is a formidable opponent on the African continent. They have 226 aircraft carriers, 17 fighter planes, 23 transport jets, 88 trainer jets, even special purpose jets, 91 helicopter, and 12 attack helicopter in their air force. South Africa possesses 195 tanks, 2,000 armored vehicle, 43 self-propelled artillery, 72 towed artillery, and 50 rocket propeller as part of its land forces. South African naval forces consist of 30 assets, including 4 frigates, 3 submarines, 31 patrol boats, and 2 mine warfare ships. South Africa is also the only African country that attempted to get nuclear technology. Trained by the Israelis and British, South African soldiers are definitely to be feared. The defense budget for this country amounts to $4.2 billion. At number 2 is Algeria. Algeria is the continent's second most powerful country, with a population of 41,657,488 inhabitants. It is a relatively tiny country. Algeria has also 280,000 military troops out of a total workforce of 20,741,263 available. Only 130 are active duty troops, with the remaining 150 being reserve personnel. Algeria has a total of 551 aircraft in its air force. There are 103 fighter planes, 22 attack jets, 59 transport jets, 87 transport jets, 9 special mission jets, 257 helicopter, and 45 assault helicopter among them. There are 880 tanks, 7,361 armored vehicles, 320 self-propelled artillery, 240 towed artillery, and 316 rocket projector in the country ground forces. There are 201 assets in their naval forces, including 5 frigates, 3 convertees, 6 submarines, and 25 patrol boats. The country defense budget is estimated to be $13 billion. Wahoo! Coming in at our number 1 spot is Egypt. Egypt has an overall population of 99,413,317 individuals, with 43.2% of the population available for work. It ranks first among Africa's most powerful countries. In worldwide ranking, the North African power is ranked 12. The entire military population is projected to be approximately 920,000, including 440,000 active military members. There are around 480,000 reserve soldiers in the nation. Egypt has a total of 1,054 fighter planes, 88 specialized attack jets, 59 transport jets, 387 training jets, 11 special purpose jets, 294 helicopters, and 81 assault helicopters in its air force. Egypt has 4,295 tanks, 11,700 armored vehicles, 1,139 self-propelled artillery, 2,189 towed artillery, and 1,084 rocket launchers launchers among its land forces. Egypt's navy has over 316 resources, which include 2 military aircraft, 7 frigates, 7 convertee, 8 submarines, 48 patrol, and 31 mine warfare ships. Egypt has a massive defense budget of $11.2 billion, which explains why it is Africa's most powerful country. Although certain African countries may have more troops than some of the countries on this list, their equipment, logistics, and utility equipment may be outdated. The list of Africa's most strong militaries demonstrate how far Africa has progressed in terms of military personnel.